think the most important lesson I've learned since I've been the head coach for the national team is just how good worldwide basketball is, how beautiful it is. We as a country, I think in the last decade, have come to realize the beauty of the game internationally. And I think for a long time, we as a country just saw it from our country's viewpoint instead of the world's viewpoint. And so it's opened up my eyes to just how people can love the game, they're passionate about the game, teaching it, playing it, and how they do it. And it's added more depth for me as a basketball coach. And it makes me feel good because I love the game, and it's good to see that it's loved worldwide. So at the time it came to me, I'm in my late 50s, and to me, it's been one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me as a coach. Probably is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me as a coach, because the greatest honor, to be your country's coach. But what's happened is, instead of reducing the shelf life that you would have, in coaching, you'd say, boy, you're coaching a lot, you may not want to coach more. It's actually increased, for me. It's made me a better coach. And being around the coaches on my staff, the players, you learn from them. And then I've been really amazingly impressed with the international community, just how good the coaching has been, the play of these players, and I've learned. And so here I am in my late 60s, and I'm still learning. I'm still have the capability of becoming a better coach. We never expected it to be an easy ride, because we know we're capable of getting beaten. And I think that comes with the respect you have for your opponents. When you play against countries like Argentina, who has built such a great reputation and such a spirit and so well coached, at first by Ruben Magnano, who now is with Brazil. To beat them, to play against them, has been an honor. Spain, with its talent and coaching. Lithuania with its tradition. France, with how many NBA players it has had. Brazil, now that Ruben is coaching them. I can go on and on, how Slovenia plays together. There's so many good countries out there. And so you're going to have close games, and we've been fortunate that we've been able to win those close games. And we understand we can lose. I think there was a time where a United States team felt like, we can't lose, and then they did. We understand that we can, and we try to prepare so we will not. I think if you stop learning in anything, if you stop learning in what you do, you're not going to be as good, because you can't, you're going to go this way. And culture is changing all the time. People are changing all the time. And, we don't coach X's and O's, we coach people. And they come to us not at a late stage in their life, but at an early stage, so they come from different cultures. And it's up to you to adapt to that culture somewhat, not completely, and then you learn from it. And I think it helps keep you current, and I think it helps keep you young. It's given me much more maturity, deeper understanding of human nature. It's kept me young. In other words, instead of me being part of one specific generation, I think I'm part of a lot of generations. I don't look at myself as, looking back and say, that's the way it used to be. Instead, I'm trying to figure out what it should be as a result of that knowledge. And I'm excited about what I'm doing. I'm passionate. I still want to compete. And I feel like my mind is a lot younger than my body, let's put it that way. I love the interaction on a personal level between the coach and a player, and then the evolution and the development of a team. Like it's a leadership type of situation. I love that the most. And how can you get one guy to be better, and then how can you get a group to play as one? And then winning takes care of itself. And then there's that competitive element. But I like that first part a lot better. And I've always loved that part of coaching. I think I'm good X and O wise, and you have to be fairly good X. A lot of coaches are, but I think X's and O's are people. And so what I like to continue to learn about are people and how to get them to play as one.
It's interesting. We thought we'd have some continuity. So if you had like 6...
Our very first goal was to win the respect of our own country and the world for USA basketball, and to win a gold medal, to win gold medals. I think that's been achieved. You know, I think our country respects what we've done, the manner in which we've done it, and certainly the world has. I think the world now looks at us and said, they're not arrogant. You know, they're not, you know, people who just look at their own game. They're people who understand that what we do is beautiful too. And we've made a lot of friends along the way, and that's the way we want to continue to do it. I'm most proud of that. I think it's been part of unifying basketball worldwide, and the country that needed to be unified the most was us. We needed to become part of the international community instead of trying to say our game is better or whatever. No, it's everybody's game. I love the fact that we've been able to have that type of influence. I'm doing what I thought I wanted to do when I was a teenager. You know, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a teacher and a coach. I thought it would be at the high school level. I never imagined it could be at this level. And so for the last 50 years of my life, since I knew I wanted to be a coach, I've either had the dream of becoming it or becoming it. And I've been a coach now for 40 years as a head coach. And so for me, it's given me a life of doing what I love to do every day. And then, because I've been fortunate to do it with a lot of the greatest players who have ever played the game, whether I was an assistant on the Dream Team in '92, or at the university level, I've coached some of the great college players, but also now in the last 9 years, you know, to have the opportunity to coach Kobe and Carmelo and LeBron and Kevin Durant, Chris Paul and all these guys. You know, I'm a lucky guy. You know, I mean, I know that I'm a lucky guy, and I'm glad that I still have a chance to continue to be lucky.